Cody Rhodes' absence after WrestleMania hurts his character more than a loss. Cody Rhodes' post-WrestleMania absence is hurting his legacy more than losing would have. WrestleMania 40 was supposed to be the moment. The moment the story was finally finished. The culmination of a journey that spanned generations. Cody Rhodes, son of the American Dream, finally conquered Roman Reigns, dethroned the tribal chief, and fulfilled the prophecy he made the moment he returned to WWE. It was emotional. It was perfect. It was everything. And then, he vanished. Just when Cody should have stood tall as the undisputed face of WWE, just when he had the momentum of a lifetime, just when the fans were behind him like never before, he was gone. And in that silence, something changed. Because Cody Rhodes' absence after WrestleMania might not just be a scheduling decision, it might be the single biggest threat to everything he's built since returning. In this video, we explore how Cody's post-WrestleMania absence is doing more damage to his legacy than if he had actually lost. Let's break it down. The WrestleMania moment we waited years for. Let's rewind. It's April 7, 2024. Philadelphia. WrestleMania 40. The main event of Night 2. Cody Rhodes vs. Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. After over 1,300 days of Reigns' dominance, fans wanted only one thing, for the story to be finished. And it was. After a match filled with drama, twists, interference, and iconic moments, Cody finally pinned Roman Reigns in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3. The crowd exploded. Confetti rained. Cody's mother, his wife Brandi, and even Jon Moxley celebrated from afar. It was the American nightmare turned American dream fulfilled. Cody had finally done it. WWE had its new top babyface. The fans had their champion. The company had its next era in the palm of its hand. And then, he left. The vanishing act. The Raw after WrestleMania came, and Cody was there. But only for a brief celebration. A promo. No title defense, no feud set up, no real direction. And after that, Cody disappeared from weekly programming. Sure, there were rumors that he was recovering from nagging injuries, that WWE wanted to make his appearances feel special, that his next feud was being carefully planned. But the truth, none of those rumors softened the reality that the new top champion was nowhere to be found. And in his absence, the WWE landscape changed. Wrestling moves on without you. Wrestling, like nature, abhors a vacuum. When the face of the company disappears, others rise to fill that space. And boy, did they. Seth Rollins shocked the world by aligning with Paul Heyman. Braun Breaker was unleashed as WWE's new monster. Becky Lynch became Women's World Champion. Damian Priest teased a Money in the Bank cash-in. Liv Morgan launched her revenge arc. The Bloodline, now under Solo Sikoa, entered a brutal civil war. The WWE Universe was feasting on stories, just not Cody's. And that's the danger. In wrestling, absence doesn't always make the heart grow fonder. Sometimes, it makes fans forget why Cody's absence hurts more than a loss. Now let's address the real question. Why does this hurt Cody's character more than a WrestleMania loss would have? Because a loss would have meant another chapter in the journey. It would have added struggle, setbacks, and a renewed quest for redemption. Cody could have come back stronger, hungrier, more desperate to finish the story. Fans would have rallied behind him again, they always do. But silence. Silence offers nothing. Cody finished the story, and then, stopped telling a new one. The myth, the magic, the momentum, it all depends on visibility. On connection. And Cody's strength as a babyface has always been that connection. His authenticity, his weekly appearances, his promos from the heart, his willingness to wrestle through injuries, his loyalty to the fans. But now, that emotional bridge is breaking. WWE made Cody Rhodes the guy, but didn't treat him like the guy. WWE made a big statement by having Cody beat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. That was more than just a title change. That was a generational shift. That was WWE saying, "This is our guy now." But then they didn't treat him like the guy. Where were the media tours? The appearances? The weekly promos? The title defenses? Cody should have been everywhere. On Raw, on SmackDown, on ESPN, on The Bump, on social media. waving the flag as WWE's new king. But instead, nothing. Sporadic tweets, maybe a graphic here and there. But no presence. That's not how you treat the face of your company. Missed opportunities and lost time. Let's talk about what WWE could have done, and didn't. 1. The Open Challenge. Cody could have reinstated the classic babyface champion Open Challenge. Imagine Cody vs. Chad Gable, Cody vs. Ricochet, Cody vs. LA Knight, instant classics every week. 2. Feud with Gunther. The Ring General, the man whose record-breaking Intercontinental title reign ended at WrestleMania, was primed for a world title feud. Instead, nothing. 3. Title versus. Title tease. What about Damian Priest in the World Heavyweight Championship? Cash-in drama could have sparked weekly tension. 4. The Bloodline fallout. Cody beat Roman. So why hasn't Solo come after him? Why didn't the Bloodline retaliate? Cody and the Bloodline's unfinished business just vanished. Each of these threads could have been a golden story. But all of them faded into the background. And Cody faded with them. Fan sentiment begins to shift. Let's talk about the fans. After WrestleMania, they were electric for Cody. The chants, the signs, the shirts, whoa-oh, echoed in every arena. But now, that same crowd is starting to turn toward others. Toward Seth Rollins and his shocking heel turn. Toward Braun Breaker's destruction. Toward Becky Lynch, Liv Morgan, Jey Uso, and even Logan Paul. Because the truth is, fans can only chant for you if you show up. And if Cody stays absent too long, WWE risks the same thing that happened to countless past champions: indifference. The perception problem. Perception matters in wrestling. A lot. And right now, the perception is that Cody finally climbed the mountain, and now he's resting. That's dangerous. Wrestling fans don't admire comfort. They admire struggle. They respect the hustle. They want their champions to fight, to grind, to show up. When Roman Reigns was part-time, it was part of his heel act. It made sense for the tribal chief to only appear when he felt like it. But Cody is supposed to be the people's champion. John Cena defeating Cody Rhodes, the weekly was warrior. At the right call. If fans begin to see Cody as just another did it have celebrity to be so underwhelming, the magic is lost. We're diving deep into why Cena winning made sense. So what can be done? It happened left so many fans feeling Cody just a little bit empty. And not just break it all down. He needs to really understand what happened. As in, we need to set at least 2 matches a month. Cody Rhodes had been riding one of the hottest streaks in WWE. Second, after finishing his American Nightmare personal comeback-driven feud, he became the face of the next generation. Breaker, or even an unexpected heel, the man handpicked to carry the Karrion Cross. Cody needs conflict. John Cena, third. Well, make John visible. A 16-time world champion. Let him living legend. Let him show why he's more than just a moment, legitimizes any match he's in. Fourth, even if he's not the guy full-time anymore, Cody can cut a promo that acknowledges his absence. That he needed time to reset. So when this match was announced, expectations were sky high. Into a story. Fans imagined an instant classic. Because the longer Cody stays silent, end with either the louder the silence becomes, but both looking like absolute how stars. WWE could salvage it. Here's a scenario that felt a little rushed, could build tomorrow. A little safe. Cody returns and a lot underwhelming as a surprise. Section 2 attacks him post-match and demands the right call. Cody accepts and sets up a SummerSlam Cena winning actually made sense. Braun Breaker gets jealous. Legacy building. He wants the spotlight. John Cena isn't just a wrestler added into a triple threat. He's a brand. Priest he's a bridge between WWE's past now and you have a main event scene having that revolves him win around 2025 a champion varying talent. Who's about cementing his legacy for the next generation to appreciate and aspire.